To say that Barry and Lynne would have had a fulfilling life so far would be an understatement. They've had 4 kids, 6 grandkids, visited countless countries, and lived in the Middle East for 8 years. Their proudest achievement? Reaching 50 years of marriage. And through it all, tennis was the anchor of all their adventures. But 10 years ago, Barry was diagnosed with Chronic Obstructive Pulmonary Disease, commonly known as COPD. An estimated 30 million individuals in the US are affected by this disease. It is the 3rd leading cause of death in the United States. This is a story of resilience, willpower, and finding a way to break free from COPD through a support system and a love of tennis.
I'm from England. I was born in Manchester. I was introduced to tennis by a friend in Kennesaw, Georgia. I enjoyed the competition. It's a great way to meet really nice people.
That rekindled my tennis when we were in Georgia, because I hadn't played for a long time. But as a child, when I was younger, I played tennis.
We started out in Saudi Arabia for
Yeah.
4 years, and then we transferred to Doha in Qatar.
We moved a lot. When we were in a tennis community, it made the transition and the move much more pleasant.
I realised I was getting very short of breath probably about 11 years ago. I got it checked out and was eventually diagnosed with COPD.
I was shocked to learn that it's a lifelong illness and there's no cure for it.
For 10 or 11 years I could manage it without a great deal of problem. July of last year I got pneumonia. I was hospitalised. It got to the point where I just could not play tennis. I couldn't even walk around the block. I was diagnosed with having a more severe form of COPD, which required and needed supplemental oxygen whenever I exercised or exerted myself. I thought my tennis days were over. I thought that's the end of it. Luckily the doctors told me about the small and more modern portable oxygen concentrators. My daughter and I modified it just to fit the POC. We fit the hose and tubing in the top, and then it flips over my head, goes up my nose. Okay, that's it. You have a small meter you clip onto your finger. That just tells you what your oxygen level is. If it gets below 90%, then it starts to cause organ damage.
Getting the battery-assisted bikes, that was a big step forward, wasn't it?
If you run out of energy, you could use the electrical assist. One thing that's helped me is taking a pulmonary rehab course at the local hospital. Half of it's in the classroom, and the other half of the course is supervised exercise. I appreciate tennis a lot more.
Yeah.
Since I have to now use oxygen. It's a real gift. It's an unbelievable experience just being able to go out and play.
It gave a goal, you know, to get back on the courts.
Generally people treat you the same. We laugh and joke about it on the tennis court. They actually have a nickname for my oxygen. They call it a jetpack.
Let's go, jetpack, let's go.
Helps a lot when people just accept it and they get used to it.
I just think what he's doing is amazing. Everybody's impressed with his determination and his and just his grit.
One of the misconceptions may be that they think you have a huge tank to pull around all the time. A small POC. People need to know that that's out there.
I think people are very self-conscious when they put on oxygen. I know of cases where they will not go out and be seen in public. To encourage people to continue the activities that they love to do. These things are possible these days with the aid of modern small portable oxygen concentrators. So if I can do it, anybody can do it. Having the support of my wife and family, gives me a lot of confidence. I can still go out on the tennis court and play a competitive game of tennis. This gives me confidence and it helps me keep a positive attitude, especially if I win.